Most predators we cover on this channel rely on speed, power, or overwhelming force. The charge of a rhino, the bite of a crocodile, the raw strength of a grizzly bear. But some of the most effective killers in the animal kingdom don't rely on any of that. They rely on something far harder to defend against: time. These are 10 animals that have perfected the art of waiting, and what they're willing to wait for is genuinely unsettling.
Number 10. The trapdoor spider. Found across multiple continents, this spider digs a burrow, lines it with silk, and constructs a camouflage door that blends perfectly with the surrounding soil. It then waits, sometimes for days, with its legs positioned just inside the door, sensing vibrations through silk trip lines radiating outward from the entrance. When an insect walks across one of those lines, the spider explodes out of the burrow, grabs its prey, and disappears back underground in under a second. The entire hunt, after days of stillness, takes less time than reading this sentence.
Number 9. The praying mantis. Despite its slow, deliberate movements, the praying mantis is one of the most patient ambush predators in the insect world, capable of remaining motionless in the same position for hours, sometimes camouflaged to resemble a flower or leaf so precisely that prey insects land directly on or near it without recognizing the danger. When a target comes within range, the mantis strikes with its forelegs at a speed of roughly 60 milliseconds, among the fastest strikes recorded in the animal kingdom, made all the more effective because it follows hours of complete stillness that lulls prey into a false sense of safety. Number 8. The alligator snapping turtle. One of the largest freshwater turtles on Earth, this animal has evolved a hunting strategy built entirely around deception and patience. It rests motionless on river and lake bottoms with its mouth open, using a small pink worm-shaped appendage on its tongue that it wiggles to lure curious fish directly into its mouth. The turtle can remain in this position, completely still except for the lure, for extended periods, waiting for prey to make the fatal mistake of investigating. Once a fish gets close enough, the turtle's jaws close with a bite force estimated at over 1,000 pounds per square inch, ending the hunt instantly. Number 7. The anglerfish. Living in the crushing darkness of the deep ocean, where food is scarce and energy conservation is critical to survival, the anglerfish has evolved a bioluminescent appendage that dangles in front of its mouth like a glowing lure. It remains almost completely motionless, conserving energy in an environment where active hunting would cost more calories than it could realistically recover, waiting for smaller fish drawn to the light to swim close enough to be engulfed in a single explosive strike. Some anglerfish can survive for extended periods between successful hunts, their entire biology built around the assumption that the next meal might be a very long time coming. Number 6. The Komodo dragon. We covered this animal in detail in a previous video, but it belongs on this list because its entire hunting strategy is built on patience, extending across days rather than hours. A Komodo dragon delivers a single bite containing both bacteria and anticoagulant venom, then simply releases its prey and follows at a distance, tracking the wound's scent trail as the venom prevents clotting and the animal slowly weakens from blood loss and infection over the following days. The dragon doesn't need to win a fight, it only needs to wait for biology to finish what its bite started. Number 5. The African rock python. Capable of growing over 16 feet long, this python is an ambush predator that can remain coiled and motionless near a watering hole or game trail for days at a time, waiting for prey to pass within striking range. Once it strikes and constricts around its target, it doesn't rely on crushing bones or suffocation through chest compression the way many people assume. Research has shown that constriction primarily cuts off blood circulation, causing unconsciousness within seconds and death shortly after, an efficient mechanism refined by an animal that may not eat again for weeks or months after a successful hunt. Number 4. The polar bear. Unlike most bears, which are opportunistic omnivores, the polar bear is an almost exclusively carnivorous hunter that is adapted to one of the most patience-demanding hunting strategies in the animal kingdom, waiting motionless beside a seal's breathing hole in the ice for hours, sometimes longer than 12 hours at a stretch, barely moving, conserving body heat and energy in temperatures that would kill most other mammals within minutes of similar exposure. Number 6. The Komodo dragon. We covered this animal in detail in a previous video, but it belongs on this list because its entire hunting strategy is built on patience, extending across days rather than hours. A Komodo dragon delivers a single bite containing both bacteria and anticoagulant venom, then simply releases its prey and follows at a distance, tracking the wound's scent trail as the venom prevents clotting and the animal slowly weakens from blood loss and infection over the following days. The dragon doesn't need to win a fight, it only needs to wait for biology to finish what its bite started. Number 3. The harpy eagle. One of the most powerful birds of prey on Earth, the harpy eagle hunts in dense rainforest canopy, where visibility is limited, and prey, primarily monkeys and sloths, can be difficult to spot. Rather than actively searching, the harpy eagle perches motionless for hours at a time, sometimes for the majority of daylight hours, scanning the canopy with extraordinary patience until prey reveals itself through movement. Its talons, larger than a grizzly bear's claws, can exert a grip strength capable of crushing bone instantly. But that power means nothing without the discipline to wait for the precise opportunity to use it. Number 2. The great horned owl. Among the most patient nocturnal hunters in North America, the great horned owl can perch motionless on a branch for hours in complete darkness, using its extraordinary low-light vision and directional hearing to monitor an entire hunting territory without expending the energy that active searching would require. When prey is detected, the owl's near-silent flight, enabled by serrated flight feathers that break up turbulence, allows it to cover the final approach without alerting prey that anything is wrong, turning hours of stillness into a single, decisive, undetectable strike. Number 9. The praying mantis. Despite its slow, deliberate movements, the praying mantis is one of the most patient ambush predators in the insect world, capable of remaining motionless in the same position for hours, sometimes camouflaged to resemble a flower or leaf so precisely that prey insects land directly on or near it without recognizing the danger. When a target comes within range, the mantis strikes with its forelegs at a speed of roughly 60 milliseconds, among the fastest strikes recorded in the animal kingdom, made all the more effective because it follows hours of complete stillness that lulls prey into a false sense of safety. When a seal crosses into range, the shark launches a near vertical ambush strike from below at speeds exceeding 25 miles per hour, breaching completely out of the water in pursuit, an attack so explosive it looks like the opposite of patience, but is entirely the product of it. The shark didn't find the seal through a chase, it waited in exactly the right place until the seal found it. What connects every animal on this list isn't power, isn't size, and isn't speed in the conventional sense. It's the willingness to do nothing, for hours, for days, sometimes for weeks, until the single moment that matters arrives, and the discipline to convert that stillness into a strike so efficient it ends before the prey even understands what happened. In a world that rewards speed and aggression, these 10 animals prove that patience, applied correctly, might be the deadliest weapon of all. Which of these surprised you most? Drop it in the comments and subscribe to NatureCrest for more deep dives into the animal kingdom's most extraordinary and most patient hunters.